Yeah, hi team. So are you able to hear my voice, right?
Yes, sir, we are able to.
Okay, so we need to wait for some other folks to join or we'll start because 9 numbers are there. Okay, so hi. So we'll start the session. So what we discussed yesterday. So we talk about the more in joint conditions. Correct. So today we'll start the views. So before going to the views, so any questions on joints, equijoints, non-equijoints, left outer joint, right outer joint. So these are the joints very frequently used, and all the joints will be make it in only one coin in real time. There is no separate. They will not ask to go and write separator left outer, right outer. Based on the scenario, we have to build a coin. Okay. Now we'll start the view. So first of all, so what are the DB object? Database objects?
Schemas, tables.
So database object, tables,
views, schemes, synonyms.
tables, views,
Synonyms,
synonyms,
sequences.
Index. Then, so basically, these are the things it will permanently store in the DB. That's why we call as a DB object. So if a database object, if anybody asked, so what is the meaning of database object? So it will be permanently stored in the DB. So table will be permanently stored or not. So we can permanently store, we can store the data. Then view. So view is a logical window of a table. So what is the meaning of logical window of a table means? So if I want to retrieve more than one table, which is the option is available in Oracle? Join condition. So let's say today one person, X person came. You able to hear my voice, right? Clearly. Hello, are you able to hear my voice, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So today, so one person, so is called is A person. So the A person is created a one view, not query. You can say query. So the query is what it will do, right? It will fetch the equijoint conditions. So let's say equal operator joint condition is he created the one query, he executed the query, the output is shared to his manager. Every day a person what will do, he will write the query, and that is a equijoint query. That data will be shared into his manager. One day he got absent. So next person B person, he came into the office, and this person what will do? Again we'll write the query, same query, equal query. So then he is returning the data. So what Oracle says, so if you want to execute the same query in multiple time, so you no need to every time you no need to write, go and create a view on the create the view on the queries. So every time you no need to go and create the query. So we can create a one view. Okay. So view is created on the queries view. That view is shared to the team member. So what will happen? Every day, everybody can run the query, run the view. Then we'll share the data to anyone. That's what the plan. So understood. So the when we'll go for a view. Hello. So did you understood that view when we'll quit in real time? So if I want to repeatedly, if I want to use the query, so that query will go for a view. Okay. So now how to create the view? Create view. Create view. V underscore emp as select star from view. So if I run this one, so if the view is created. Hello, are you able to hear? So no one get response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can.
Now the view, right? I'll put today date 17th 11 2022. Now I'll create the view. So what is action? View is created. So now I don't want to run the select star from emp and all. So directly I can run the select star from v underscore emp the date. One second, it got hang. I'll run here. Here I'll write select star from set line into this data. I will put it. Clear the screen. Clear the screen. Then I already written the query, right? So view already I created the view, right? View name is v underscore emp. So what is it? 17 11 2022. This is a view. If you run the view, underscore. If you run the view, so data is getting. You getting or not? So instead of table, so I am creating the query. On top of that, I am creating the view. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it's silence, right? So just I'm checking whether you are able to listen or not. Okay. So what I'm trying to say. So view also on the query. So that view, what is the syntax for view creation? Create view name as select star from emp. So I am here only for one table I'm giving. So going forward, it should be select star from multiple join conditions, multiple left outer join, right outer join, all thing will cover here. So here not only just normal select statement, you can give any join kind of the selection. You're getting or not?
Sir, sir, in real time, you can be created on date, right?
No, the real time will created will that name also will provided by your manager.
What about the date, sir? Date is not required.
See, date is for I am creating multiple views. I may forgot to when we created, who created, and what purpose. That's why I'm giving the date. But real time, your lead, you will give the proper name for the view. he will provide the view.
Once it created, it will be used anytime.
Yes, it will create anywhere. So now I created a view, right? So I want to check whether my view is created or not. So I don't see, I created a view, but I can't able to execute the view. Let's say I created a view, then your manager asked you to go and verify Mohan is created a view, whether it's a valid or not. How will you check? Let's start from all underscore views. Where? So if you run this query, then we'll get to know all the views what are we created. Okay, so now what I'll put the filter condition owner. Who create the owner? Owner is Scott. Why Scott? I log in the Scott as a user. So let's say I don't want to use it, but I like to query the view name. Okay, now we'll come to know view name equal to. So what is the view name? It's a view name. Remember, Oracle is not a case sensitive, but Oracle data is case sensitive. You should be capital letter. Even though if you are providing the EMP small letter, we will not get. Let me run it. No rows will getting. So, but view is created. But even though while creating the view in a small letter, but while fetching, you should write all our capital letters. Now I'm getting. So here, who created owner is Scott. What is the view name? This is a view name. And what this? How many lines of code? 76 lines text. What is the text query? This is a text query. You getting or not? Once view created, whether you want to check the view, how to check it? This is a view. There is a one more table is called all underscore all objects. Where object name equal to I'm providing this name. Now you should tell what is the difference between and this one and this one. So here also we are getting the same, but we are getting the extra column object ID, the view. What is the type? View. When created, today's created, last created date, and timestamp. It is a valid or not? Yes, it's a valid. So this is the simple view creation. So you people are got it or not? Once we create the view, so what are the table we need to verify? All underscore views, all underscore objects. So what will get it if we created all under the views? So this is only tell you the query, but here this is the what is the difference between all underscore view, all underscore object, right? Here the query will get it. The query which is used to run here the select star, right? So instead of select star, Oracle take all the columns from the EMP table from EMP. Okay. So then what is the difference between all and this object? The view is created or not. That is the only difference. Now the interview question what they will ask, right? In the view. So simple view, everybody knows view is a logical window of a table. Now you should know how to create the view. Select star from EMP. On top of that, create view name as select star from EMP, or select some columns from two tables and join condition left outer, right outer, full outer, or equijoin, non-equijoin, whatever it may be. Now that interview question what they will ask, right? I have a view. This is a view. Can I create a view on top of another view? You got my question. We have created a view v underscore emp 17112022. On top of that, can I create a one more view or not?
Yes,
Yes, we can create.
Create view name is I am same view name. I can take it underscore one as select star from this view. It will be create or not. So it will be created. If you run this query, so we'll get the data. So what is the, so if you'll get the data, if you run the view first, what will happen? You said this, you can, I asked, can I created a view on top of the view? You told, yes, we can create. Yeah, agree, we can create. Now I'm executing. So what will happen if you execute? So first, what will happen? If you run this one, it will go here. Here, it will be called, this is the EMP. Now, I created a view. Can I, after creating, can I modify the view? So can I modify or not? So if I want to modify, can I drop and recreate, or else is there any way to, without dropping the view, can I modify? So there is a one option, create or replace. Create or replace view, right? Instead of select statement, what I will do, EMP name, ename, hydrate, sal. 3 columns I want. I don't want select. I don't want the complete column list. So can I run this? So view is updated. Now can I run this view? So you are getting the 3 column. So can I run this view? So how many columns will get it? If people are with me, or we got
Three
confused?
columns. 3 columns.
Are you sure?
All columns like that.
So when
In
we
EMP.
updated, we have updated the view. This is the view name. Okay, this view we created on top of this view. This view, while fetching this view, only this column. So what about this column script?
Yeah.
Okay, now my question, can I drop the view, which is the view? Can I drop this view? So I dropped this view. So what about this view status?
That will be also dropped.
We got there. We'll get there.
So the interview question will ask, see, drop view union. So view got dropped. So now which view are dropped? This view are dropped. But on top of this view, there is a one more view. What is called underscore one. If you run that, so what is happen? So what is the error? This view, even though if you drop the table or view on top of the another view, right? It is going to be invalid. It will not going to drop. That is the question. Hello.
Yeah, Mohan, we understand.
Yeah, Mohan.
Yeah, I'm pausing here. If you have any questions, because I need to go for another topic in the view only.
So Mohan, if we means main view we drop it, child view also. You
Going
said
to
child
error
view
also.
also not working, right? Error, right?
Not working in the sense it will go into the invalid because there
Error.
is no source. Yes.
So other, if I created another third view also in the same view, so third view also is getting error, right?
Third view means, so on top of
We
that, again
created
I'm
view on the view on the view.
yeah. See, again I'm creating. This is the first view. Whatever I dropped, right? I'm recreating this view.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm creating one more view.
Okay.
So on top of that, I'm creating another view. So another view is this 2. Here is 1. Correct. So I'm creating another view. For timing column, I'm giving same. So now this is the first view. This is the second view. This is the third view. Now tell me what you want. So if I want to drop this view, it will going to invalid 2. If you drop only this view on top of that we created this view, right? Only underscore 2 only, it will going to invalid.
Okay. Yeah, understand, Mohan. Yeah. Thank you.
So if anyone asks the question, so what could be your answer? View is automatically dropped or it will be going to the invalid.
It's invalid.
Your answer would be
Invalid.
invalid. Now, can I do the DML operation on the view or not? So any object, what
Yes,
is the
it will
meaning of
accept.
object? Hmm?
View will simple views can accept DML operations.
It will accept means we can do or not.
Yeah, we can do.
How we'll insert the table? Same thing we'll do. Insert into, instead of table name, we need to give the this is the first view we
View.
created, right? I am creating this view. Okay. And I am providing I want only few columns insert. Employee number, e-name, values. Here, employee number is equal to fourth one, name equal to here. This one. Can it will insert or not? So what is the error? Larger than specified the precision. So the employee number is we are truncating to this one. That's why we are getting this error. So if we run this statement now, so one row gets inserted. So if you inserted, where it will go and save?
On the EMP table.
So why it is going to the EMP table? We created a view on top of there.
On the yes.
EMP. So now we'll check whether it will create or not. Where EMP number equal to I need to run this because it went to all of us. So what is the answer we are getting? So we inserted only 2 columns, 11 and e-name, employee number, e-name. Remaining columns I didn't inserted. By default null value is stored. So it is showing NVL null because for understand the tool is staying, but Oracle always should be space. That's it. Okay. Now we should know you can able to insert the data. Can I update the data using the view?
Yes, we can. All DML
Yeah,
operations can be.
Yes. We can update, we can delete. So if I want to delete also, I can delete simply. So how to delete? Delete from what is a view? This is a view where employee number equal to 11. One row got deleted. Now if you run the same query, we will not get the, sorry. Now if you run this, we will not get the data. The reason is we deleted. So now we can do the DML operation in the view. Now next question, I want to restrict the view DML operation, which means if anybody doing the DML operation, I will not allow the do the DML operation on the view. So that is called read-only view. The syntax, right? So I'm showing the syntax for you.
Sir, you can take access space.
Hmm?
You can take the same space of EMP in the memory.
You can take.
You can take the memory.
No, it will not. It will not occupy the memory. You know why? It will not store the data. It will store only query. Got my point? What I'm trying to say? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, man.
So view never occupy the space. You know, reason wise, the in view it will not store any data. So view is always store the query. So that's why view is not occupy the space. Table is occupy the space. You know why? Table store the data. Simple.
Yes, sir.
So
got it.
Mohan, if we deleted table, what happened? The view also deleted?
No, that's what we discussed, right? View will go into the invalid state. View invalid state. If you run it, select star from it has a view has a error. That is also we tried, right? So instead of table, I created a 3 views. First one view on table, second view on first view, third view on second view. If I divert to the second view, that is going to the invalid.
Sir, we can replace after drop the table and again we will recreate the same name. So this can be valid for the view.
No, again we need to recreate the view. Again we need to recreate the view. So now
What about the constraints in view? If you create table, same table columns. So for example, I create one table column primary key. So views also there in constraints, or we create views also in separate constraints?
no, there is no separate constraints. View is always follow the table constraints. See, constraints when it will created, if anyone allow the data, that will be validated, whether you are providing null value, unique value, it will verify. But view, what will happen view? You are creating the view on table. So we are depending on in the table. If you do whatever the DML operation, where it will affect? The table only it will affect, which means all constraints applicable only table, not view, only check constraints applicable in the view.
Okay, Mohan, understood.
So now if you see, right, there is a one query. So same, let me, this option, I'll put it here. Anyway, we are writing here, right? We'll put it here. With read-only option, same created. So it is already there, right? So I want to replace it. What will happen? Or replace. So if the command, first it will check whether that EMP is the view is created or not. It is created. Using the replace, go and replace with the new code, remove the existing code. If it is not there, it will go on to create. That's why create or replace. Okay. If you are not put the replace, what will happen? Create or review is select star from view only. What happened? So we have, so now the question is, there is a view. This is a view on EMP. On top of that, the 3 views, right? So now if I'll recreated, what will happen? All the two views. These 2 views, what will happen?
Again, that will be also replaced.
Going for invalid.
It will throw an error.
Invalid only. While running, it will get there. What is happening? So if you use the read all option, I'll remove this read only. So now it is created, view is created. Hello.
Yeah, Mohan.
Yeah,
Yeah, sir.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now the view is created, read only view. Now I'll go for this. I don't want to be. I'll create the same view. Okay, same view I created. So now I done that replace, right? So this view will work. This view will work. If there any change on the view, adding new column or not.
No, now we cannot do any DML operations, right?
I'm asking select statement, and I created a one. See, same view. I replaced it. This view. Okay. I replaced it, but on top of this view, I created this view. On top of this view, I created one more view. If we updated this view, I'm getting the data or not, I'm checking. So reason I'm getting the data, reason is I haven't done any column removal or addition. Just I added only this statement. So I'm not asking about the DML operation, because with read only means it is only select statement, it will not do the DML operation. That's I already we speak, right? So now the question is, now I'm running this view, altering the view. What about the dependence views? It will work or not? It will work. You know why? Reason is there is no column addition and removal in the view. That's why it is working.
Okay.
So this view also it will work. So now if you want to trying to do the DML operation, now you can tell me DML operation, what will happen? It's saying that you cannot perform the DML operation on read only view. If you see the error, if you see my mouse highlighted, so why it is not allowed? Because of DML operation not allow the read only view. So view can do the DML operation. So if I want to restrict it, what we need to do? With the read only we need to put. Getting or not?
Yeah, Mohan.
I'm pausing here. If you have any questions, ask me, because it's very important. In app side also, you should know these things. Can I go for a second one? So see, I written here. This type of use used only for a DKL purpose, which means data retrieval purpose, will not do the DML. There is a one more check option. With the check option. So what will happen, right? I'm creating one view, fresh view. Create or replace view v underscore new emp. Okay. As then your query. Select star from emp where department number equal to 20. Then I'm putting here. Now I'm running. Now we'll see the option we need to remove error. It is very fast. So now view is created. V underscore emp is view is created here. Now, what is the purpose of the check option, right? If I want to do the DML operation, same DML operation. Can I do the DML operation on the new view which is created just now?
No, sir, it's not possible.
Well,
It is a checking option only.
you will use the department number also. check option, what it will do?
It will check whether it is there or not.
No, row inserted, right? If you want, you can check the query in the EMP table also. So I'm getting the data. When it will allow 20, if you put allow, if you put the 10 and I'll put 2, it will allow.
No, it's not allowed.
Why? Reason is
Because only for view is created on department 20.
department 20 only. Check option means you need to do perform DML operation on only department 20. If you other than department 20, if you perform, it will throw you error saying that the check option is there. That's why you can't able to do it. Understood? What is the difference between read only and check option?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Priyanka used to ask more questions, right? Now it became silent. Priyanka, are you able to understand?
And actually today I am outside and my internet is not working. Otherwise I would have asked most of the things I missed actually. Last.
Yeah, I ask now. You are an outside. No, then yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about that thing. The invalid state when it went now. That I wanted to ask. Which went invalid? First, second, or third?
Now you should tell if you listen, then you can able to tell Priyanka this one.
No, actually okay. Let me listen the recording. Then I will.
Okay.
Maybe I'll ask because I missed, I guess, some of this because the internet issue.
Okay.
No issues. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'll go for another constraint as inline views. There is a two constraint. Let me go for a inline views. What is the meaning of inline query, inline views, right? So now we'll go for a first query, for new query for better understanding.
Sir, but check constraint one which you said, now that one can you repeat? Only the check one.
The constraint. I am highlighting my screen. So the check constraint should be, the condition should be department number 20, 30, 40 or employee number something or salary greater than 20. You have to put relation operators. Okay. Then we need to put the check option. So what will happen that check option if used, right? If you do any DML operation on only department number 20, because you are put the condition department number 20. So then only it will work. If you want to do any DML operation on other than department number 20, you will get an error.
Okay, got it.
Okay. That's now we'll go for inline. Select star from inline view, right? Create replace view v underscore inline as select star from, instead of table name, again we are going to write one more query that is called inline query. Now what is the difference between below query and new query? So earlier I used to write after from, we need to put the table name, but after from, instead of a table, I'm writing one more query that is called this one. So that is the called inline query. So that view inline query is created. Inline view is created. So what is the difference between normal view, inline view? Only difference is after from class, normal view will put the table name, but inline view, instead of a table name, we are putting the query. But time being, I'm writing from underscore EMP. So in future, from underscore EMP department comes salary, then where condition, all we can write. This is understood inline view.
Sir, the view is created on employee only, or only the specified columns on?
Only specified columns.
Instead of giving select star from this, instead of directly we can give the name
Instead
without.
of, this is stars, right? This star from taken from where? In this query only. If you run the query, how many columns are come? That many columns, it will take the star. So if you run the query, so how many columns are there? 3 columns are there. That 3 column it will take as a star. Why we need to mention only 3? Because this is the table. Internally it will take as a table. The query become a table, but what are the table columns are there, right? That will come here. Got my point? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, sir. All data from
Yes, sir.
from these columns.
So what should remember this inline query, right? Instead of a table name, if you write query, that is called inline query or inline view, because it's a view, right? It's a inline view.
Mohan, I have a small doubt.
Yes,
After from under third query, after inline query,
Hmm.
select ename sal emp number from.
Hmm.
I wrote again one more inline query. Select emp name sal. Only 2 columns from emp. What happened at that time?
So
Select
you should tell.
ename sal. Only select two columns only. Ename sal.
Now you should
What
tell.
are 2 columns? Emp. Okay. From emp.
Excuse me. Now you should tell first which query will execute it.
Last one. Select emp name sal from emp.
There, how many columns are there?
2 columns.
Then which query will be executed next?
I hope next executed second inline query means first inline query. Select emp number sal emp name.
So in from class, you are selecting the 2 columns. On top of that, you are selecting the 3 columns. It will work.
Yeah. That's why I have doubt.
No, it will not.
No, it won't
It will
work.
not work.
The
It will
reason
be reverse. It will be reverse, I think.
it reverse, it will work because in this here, right? How many columns you're selecting? That columns only you can get access here.
Okay. If it is reverse, it's working. Okay.
Yeah. So there is
In inline, how many inline queries we wrote in one?
there is no limit for that. Subqueries we can put 255 as per the 12C. 1920C also 255 queries, subqueries we can write. But inline query, so based on the performance issue, you need to check. You can write anything. But in the real-time scenario, if you ask me, instead of from class, we will write huge query. That is one query. That query we will 50 tables we will take, and 49 or 60. See, based on the table, if you take 50, 49 joint condition we will use. Then other than after that, we'll use the check constraints or something if you require. Then we'll put here first query.
Okay. Thank you, Mohan.
So any query here? There is a one more question they will ask you. Without table or view, can I create on top of the table or view? Without table, can I create a view or not?
No.
No, it's not possible.
Yeah, it's a force view we can create.
We can create, but with compilation error.
Yeah.
How to create? So that is also.
After that, we have to create a table.
No. That is later we can, but So if you say here, so let's say I'm taking this here because I already written, right? I take it here. So force view, my view, and these are things I created. Let's say just I'm giving the view name as selected from my underscore table. So you can put here E. So E table is present? No. Can we create?
No.
See, the created force view is selected from E is the. Let me create it. Here is view is created, but no table is there by mistake. It will get that error. Let me check. 5 views, right? So table is not there. So now if you run the view is created. Okay, but that compilation error. If you run this query, what is felt that this PMP has a error, which means it will
The
create
view is not validated yet.
validated because using the force keyword we can create without table. So when it will create it, right? So let's say there is a one requirement came like an SBA. So the project manager told boss today how many new holders are created the savings account, that to Tamil Nadu district and some area, let's say Tiruchi. So how many people are taken? So immediately what we'll do, right? So immediately we will not going to write the query. We will create a one view, then we'll give it to them. So our view is created and we are checking the conditions and all. They will tell to the client. Okay. So then we'll internally we'll work, and after that a final query we are fetching the data, then we'll recompile. So that situation we will use the force view.
Sir, here after creation of E table, the view will work or we will recreate again?
You need to recreate. We need to recreate. So let's say, for example, this table is not there. I'm getting the view. If I'll create the table with this, I'll create the table. So I'm copying the EMP table into triple E. I'm running here. So table triple E is created or not? Created. Now if you run, it will get it. So because I'm using the SQL developer, internally it will take care. In Toad also it will take care. But if you run this one, we need to recompile. Okay.
So that 1:1 is a true. It is a true statement. 1:1.
Oh, you are aware of, okay. See, you are not aware of this one, right? So if I want to copy one table to another table, up to here is fine. Up to here, if you remove this way, so it will copy from exactly structure.
Yes.
If I want to give the data, then you will put 1 equal to 1. So the condition is true. It is nothing just for a flag value. 2 equal to 2, your name equal to name, something you can put. So it will be data also copied into E.
Okay. If we want structure, then only table. If data, then we have to make a Boolean true there.
Yes. So for verification, I'll remove this. So triple one is created, right? Now if you run the query, what happened to this here? Oh, sorry, it will also come, because where we need to do, right, where 1 equal to 2, this time only structure will copy. Let's say I'll create one more.
Okay, once that will become false, then it will not give it.
Yes, because that's always 2, right? Now 2 will not get the data. Only structure will come. So
Okay.
it is only if you run this query, data structure will come. If the see, usually we'll put the where class, because sometimes so we may forgot the data or structure. That's why you'll put this. This condition is true, data will come. If condition is false, only structure will come. Okay. So here the view force view, if we created, right, we need to recompile in real time, because there is no scheduler jobs. Here I written my own scheduler jobs. So here if you see, I will do my expenses for daily also, it will come and sit here. So I have automated all the this one. If you see here, right, these are the packages. These are the packages I have written here. So it will dump something like this. Okay.
Sir, but whenever the table is created, if we are creating view on that, and then we delete, we drop the table, then the view will go in invalid state unless we will drop it.
If you drop it, it will go. If you do any structure, it is angel. So if anybody added a new column in the table, that time also view it going to the invalid. If you view is the select statement, it is going to the view valid. If you view is not using the select statement, fixed 4 columns, that 4 columns never going to mean, is there no modification on the EMP, it will work based on your selecting the columns in the view. You got
But
my
if we delete, if we drop the table, which is
if
used
you drop the
inside the,
table, obviously the columns will be impacted, right? So it will go to the invalid.
view will go in invalid completely.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the 10 years guy, they done the mistake, right? One of the interview, what he told, if we with same question we asked. So what the question we asked, if you drop the table, so constraints, primary key, foreign key, views, sequence, synonym, we have on the table. If we drop the table, what is the status of that object? What he told, right? View also dropped, and synonyms also dropped, and sequence also dropped, and primary key, foreign key will be remaining remaining will be invalid, he told. So that is a wrong answer. So primary key, foreign key always depends on table. If you drop the table, primary key, foreign key also, it will automatically drop. All constraint, not null, unique key, all constraint depend on the table. If a table is present, the constraint will be exist. If the constraint is not there, if table is not there, constraint is also, it will not there. So if you drop the table, constraint will go. View, it will go to the invalid. Synonym also, it will go to invalid. Sequence, remaining will be state, because there is no dependency on sequence. Sequence is independent object. View is dependent object. Why dependent object? Without view, I can create a view, but it is invalid. Without table, view we can't create. So it is always dependent on the table. Synonym also always depend on the table. If a table is present, then only synonym will be present. Got? I think I covered almost all the interview questions. Now, if anyone asks what is the view, view is a logical window table. Can I do the DML operation? Yes, we can do. What are the DML operation? Three DML operation, insert, updation, do. The data where it will go, base table it will go. So now, if I want to restrict read only option we can use, we can restrict the data. What is the use of check constraint? If you use the check constraint, if you want to do the DML operation in the view, only that condition only satisfy, then only we can do. Other than condition, we can't do. Then what about that inline query, inline view? So instead of from class, if you write one more query, that is called inline query, inline view or inline query. So it is a view, it is a inline view. Normal without view, it is a normal query. Then force, what is the use of force force keyword? Force command is used to create the view without any table, but view it is a invalid state. If you drop the table, what about the view? View it to go to the invalid. So where can I see the view code? All underscore view. Where can I see the view status is valid, invalid? All underscore object table. So if where underscore view, all underscore object, who created? If you create, system will automatically take, if you created any table or view, automatically system will background process will run it, and the data will be stored into the views.
Sir, if there is a view, above that there is a view, above that there is a view. So there are 3 views. So if we delete third view, then it is normal. Nothing will go in invalid. But if we delete second view, then the above third one view will get into invalid.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Correct.
And the last one will not get affected because that is a base one. It will not
Correct.
get affected.
Correct.
And on the basis of that, if the table gets dropped, then everything, all the views will go
All the
invalid.
views is invalid. Correct.
Yeah,
Now,
Mohan.
yes.
Yeah,
When the
Mohan,
base
for
is
example-
affected, everything dependent on will get affected.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me. Someone has asked
Yeah,
me.
Mohan. Yeah. Actually, I created one table, column 1, column 1, column 2, column 3. So after sometimes I create a view also. After sometimes some requirement, I created one more column also, column 4. So we can create it same in view also.
See, the same question I repeated, right? So I have a table. I have a 3 columns.
Yeah.
I will write here for a better understanding. Table A. Table A has a EMP number, comma, e-name, comma, salary. 3 columns are there. I created a view. View,
Yeah.
v underscore a view on A. While creating, I mentioned 3 columns or 2 columns. Now tell me now.
Now
All
I
columns.
want to. Yeah,
All
I want
columns.
to. Yeah,
No,
I want
we
to.
will go. Yeah, all columns. Now, what do you want to? You want to change the table, correct?
Yeah,
So,
I want to. Some after some or 4 or 5 days after that, I add one more column also.
yeah, that's what
department.
I'm telling. If
Yeah,
you are
but
adding the department number in the table, if in the view, if you use the star, it will go into the invalid. If you use only 3 columns that time, it will not go into the invalid.
so I
When
want
we
to
will
save
use
department number also. I want to view also. That
Then
time
we
what
need to recreate the view, create or replace view name, select EMP number, e-name, salary department from the table.
But sir, if we select star from employee,
Then
and
it will
then
impact.
we create, then if we're creating a view, create view, I select star from employee, then anything we will add in the employee table will directly get selected in, because we are using star, no, so it will take everything, so it will not go in invalid, no.
No,
Because it is already taking star.
With this requirement is we are taking the 3 column on the view and he added one more column in the table. That time we are not, that time table is we are doing alter, right? So if you want, you can try it. These are things we need to do, but I will write in front of. So let me create. Create table. Create table. A. Employee number. Number. Hire date is a date. So now I created table, correct? Okay. This is something worker I'll give. Worker of 10. So table is created. Okay. Now your question is, I
We
created a
create
view.
a we create a view saying
Or
select star
replace.
from
Yeah. Replace v underscore a_1. Okay. As select you means star, right? Star from emp. Star from emp. Okay. I created a view also. Not emp, right? This is the a1 we need to create. Okay. Now create or replace view name as this one. So view command is missing. Now it will work. So view is created. Now if you run the view, no data will get it, but without error. Correct. So now you are trying to say, so without data you are getting. After that, I need to add one column. Alter table. What is the command? What is the command? Add
column name, data type.
there that one. EMP
What?
number is there. EMP number is there already. EMP name again.
Name varchar.
Yeah, I'm giving. I'm running here. Now, so table is altered. Okay. Now, if you're using the star, right? Directly I will run this. Now I'll get.
Yes.
How many columns we are getting?
We're getting the last two columns which were there when we created a view.
This is a table name. And if I'll run this, now view is altered. Now if, how many valves will get it?
3.
Now you clear that out.
Yes, so sir, DML for inserting any data in the table, we can use a view, right?
Yes.
Like if you want to perform any DML operation in the table, we can do that via view, because if we do DML operation on the view, it will get inserted in the table also.
Yes.
Okay.
But what we are talking, that is only simple view. Simple view only we created so far, which means in from class only one table, there is no group by class. If I want to do complex view with in from class more than one table and group by class, if you use, that is called complex view. That complex view we can't do any DML operation directly. We can use the instead of a trigger. Instead of a trigger we can do that. Is also one of the interview question, but we'll talk. But we no need for example that one. Just they will ask orally, because no one will go and do the DML operation on complex view. Okay. If you don't have any questions, I will close. We will join the PLC class. Hello.
Okay, Mohan. Okay, Mohan. We will practice today, and if you any doubts, we will ask tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.